Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today we are going to be doing my December TBR. Of December and my first ever attempt at Vlogmas. So I'm going to try and do at least for 24 days. There might be a couple of videos coming afterwards that's like a what I got for Christmas, channel goals for next year that I'll be posting at the end of December. But for the majority of the month I'm going to try and do at least one video a day up until the 24th, and then I'm going to try and see if I can fit in a full set of videos for the last week, but we'll see. However, today is my December TBR, and I realised when I was talking to Becca a few weeks ago that December is also my 1 year anniversary. To be specific, the 2nd of December is, so technically tomorrow, because you'll be seeing this on the 1st. But Reindeer Readathon was my first ever readathon that I took part in. My first video back on YouTube after a 3-year break. This is so exciting for me because, yeah, I won't get into it. I won't get into everything, but I was going to not do any readathons in December, but I forgot about the Reindeer Readathon. And then Eric posted his video. Eric from Break Even Books, I will leave him linked down below. He has been running this. This is the 3rd year that he's been running this with his partner and a host of other booktubers. So I'm going to quickly run through what my Reindeer Readathon will be, but also Steph posted that she will be doing a week-long festive readathon, so I'll be taking part in that as well. But I know okay, don't call me out on this, guys, but the reason I'm doing this is because obviously I want to do something special to celebrate my 1 year, and I don't really think anyone would want me to do a Q&A or anything like that. So I'm just going to celebrate it by taking part in the first readathon that I ever took part in. That's my way of celebrating it. And the festive readathon, I'm already reading the majority of the books in that month anyway, so I might as well take part in the readathon. That is my reasoning behind it. Don't at me, don't come for me. It is what it is. So I will post a graphic up here of what the prompts are, but I will quickly go through the prompts. They are named after the reindeers, obviously Reindeer Readathon. We're just going to go through the prompts. So the first prompt is Dasher, which is a short story collection. So I've chosen Language of Thorns. This is by Lee Bardugo, and this is just a series of short stories that have beautiful illustrated borders. I got this a while ago now, but I've not dove into any of these short stories, so I'll be reading one of the stories out of this for the short story collection prompt. For the next prompt is Dancer, and the book that I chose is Wrath. I was supposed to read this in November, but I've decided to push it back to December because I don't want to rush this book. This is the last in the series. I want to be able to sit and enjoy it, and I've already got quite a few books on my TBR for this month. In total, including like mandatory reads, if you want to call them that, it was like 25, so I thought I'd take a couple off, move this to December. I'm also counting this my Christmas Carol, which is to read a book over 500 pages. So this is, John Gwynne is quickly becoming one of my favourite authors. I can't wait to dive into his other series. I've already got them on my wish list, ready and waiting to order as soon as I've got the money and as soon as I finish this series. So that is that problem. It's not a Christmassy book. I did try and pick as many Christmassy books as possible, but I really want to get to this in December, so I've stuck it on there. The next book is Prancer, and the prompt is to read Travel Elements. So I'm guessing here. This is a massive guess. I've chosen Legacy of Ash. I could have also counted this for my book over 500 pages, but this is a book that's had a quote on by John Gwynne, and I'm guessing because it's very much sort of like about armies and different empires, there will be some kind of travel element in it. If I'm wrong, I will have to pick another book for this, but I've decided on this one. Yes, it's another chunky book, but I really want to read this. I'm buddy reading this with Hattie. I agreed to proofread, beta read her book that she's bringing out, so she kindly gifted me this as well. So she's reading this in December. We're going to buddy read this from the 1st of December. So next up is Vixen, a book that's recently caught my eye, and it is Recursion by David J. Harrison. This one was offered to me as a review copy. I need to review this in December, so I might as well include it in my TBR as well. This was kindly gifted to me by Anne, who runs different book tours, and I liked the sound of this. So it's kind of like magical realism / horror-esque vibe, so I'm looking forward to this. Okay, next up, I'm really excited about this one. It is Comet, and it's to choose a 5-star prediction. So I'm guessing, based on the fact that how much Becca loves this and how similar our tastes are, that I will love this as well. Obviously we do differ on our taste in some books. Assassin's Apprentice, for instance, she didn't like it at all, and I loved it. So there's one on Etsy that sells potion stickers to cover this bit. I hate when publishers do this, just because it's become famous on TikTok or become a Netflix series. They put an unremovable sticker on the cover, it's so annoying. But I'm really excited to get to this. You probably know what it's about. It was a fan fiction, it's made it to a novel. Okay, the next one is Cupid, and it's a new to me author. This is King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett St. Clair. I read in the front of this as well that the Hades and Persephone, like a touch of darkness, a touch of ruin, a touch of malice. Scarlett St. Clair's also the author of those books. This was offered again as a review copy, so I will be reading this in December for review. I didn't realise when I accepted it that she also did another series I'm interested in. I don't know why, but never mind. So I'm excited to get to this one as well. Again, it's not Christmas there, but it's a book I need to get to in December anyway. It fit the prompt. So I'm not trying to give myself a massive, unattainable TBR for December. So I thought I'd just include this as well. So the next prompt is Donna, and the book I'm going to be reading for this is Christmas with the Cornish Girls by Betty Walker. This was also gifted to me for review. I wanted this because I love the premise. It's going to be, I think, it's going to be a quick, cosy, contemporary, and it's Christmassy, and you can't really, nothing else you can really say, is it? Sorry, Donna was to have green or red on the cover. So this has both green and red. So I'm really excited about this. And yeah, I'm really getting back into my contemporaries. Only certain ones though. But I am really enjoying reading other things other than fantasy. So I can't wait to get to this. Okay, so the next prompt was Blitzen. And that was to pick 3 books, put them on the Discord chat, and off as a poll and see which ones everyone picked. So I chose A Spoonful of Murder, Recursion, and Ladies of the Secret Circus. So I left that in the Discord for a couple of hours, and the book that was chosen was Ladies of the Secret Circus. And this is an ebook, so I'm just going to put the cover up here. Okay, so I can also use a bonus prompt for this as well, which is Christmas Lights, which is to read an ebook. So I can get extra points if I can complete this book within the month as well. Also, I did forget to say that Love Hypothesis is going to be my Christmas Star option, which... Okay, so I have just checked and I think I got this wrong. So I'm going to review the prompts. So the book over 500 pages was actually Christmas Star, not Christmas Carol. I think I said Christmas Carol. Okay, another way to get extra points is to read an audiobook, which is Christmas Carols. And any book that I read within the month, I'm just gonna use that. I think what I might do is try and get Love Hypothesis on audio, so I can also count that towards those extra bonus points. Okay, finally, the last prompt of the Royal Readathon is to read a standalone, and I've decided to pick up the Arctic Curry Club. I was again sent this for review. I was also sent A Spoonful of Murder, which I did put on my prompt list, on my poll. reason being, I wanted to get around to it anyway. I needed to get around to it. So I did pick an option of 3 books that I wanted to read anyway in December. So was that cheating? Maybe, I don't know. I needed to read all 3 of them in December anyway, so I thought I might as well just add them all to the poll. I was sent both of these books by Avon Books, and with this one I'm also going to be getting the ingredients to make Boona, because in the little promotional pack that I was sent a recipe for Boona as well. So I'm going to cook myself a Boona, sit down with this book and chill and have a nice little comfy cozy night in and read this. So I think that's perfect. So if you finish all the prompts and you finish all of them, including the little bonus points that you can get, you can go around again and read another book to get extra points, and they've named that Slaying It. So you've slayed your whole TBR and you're going to go around and pick an extra prompt just to get extra points for your team. I'm Team Snowflake. No, I don't think I mentioned that. I want to see how I go with this. I'm not going to push myself too much. If I can get through them all, then great. I'm very competitive though, and this is a team 1, so wish me luck with that. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just quickly going to go through as well what my festive readathon TBR is looking like at the moment. This is subject to change. This is just sort of a tentative kind of TBR that I'm working towards. So the first prompt for festive readathon is to read a book with a festive word. I've chosen The Christmasaurus by Tom Fletcher. I really think this is going to be a really quick read, and I didn't realise that I got the books with sprayed edges. Next one is a prompt to pick a book with snow on the cover. I've chosen Moonlight of Manhattan by Sarah Morgan. I've also had this book for a very long time. This was sent to me as an uncorrected copy. This is an uncorrected proof that was sent to me a long time ago when this first came out. So I'm way behind on my reading for this. 2017 is when this was sent to me. I'm so sorry, HarperCollins. I am getting around to it in December 2021. 4 years later, at least I'm still reading it. But I really was enjoying Contemporary when I originally requested this as a review copy, and then I just totally slumped on reading in general and totally left the community for like 3 years. So the next one is to read an anticipated read, which is book 2, Christmasaurus and the Winter Witch. I don't know what else to say. I've been wanting to read both of these books, but I kept putting it off and putting it off, and especially recently, now that I've got back into middle grade and back into reading, I can't wait to get to this. So this is my anticipated read. The next prompt is to read a book with red or green on the cover, and this is A Spoonful of Murder. This has red on the cover, on the back as well. This gives me such cozy vibes. I can't wait to get around to this book. I'm definitely counting it. It has a little bit on the front, but full back cover of red, I'm counting that. The next prompt is to read a book with an illustrated cover. I'm already reading this for the month of December, so I decided to add this. So I'm going to pick The Love Hypothesis for this one. And finally, for the bookish section of this readathon, is to read a book that's set in winter. Christmas with the Cornish Girls. I'm already reading for Reindeer Readathon, so I thought, why not just stick it on this TBR as well. Gives me even more motivation to read that. There's one prompt that is still bookish related, but you can choose what you want. She's giving you a free space to do what you want, to read what you want. So I will just use whatever book or the book I'm reading at the time to fulfill that prompt. I'll see what I'm reading during that week, and I'll just count that as that. There are 2 prompts that are not book related. One is self-care and the other is a festive movie. So my festive movie is probably going to be one of those cheesy Christmassy movies that come up on Netflix, and my self-care is probably just going to be to sit and chill and read one of my books with a face mask on, do my foot spa and just chill. those are the readathons that I'm taking part in. I might have missed books of this that I feel like I want to read in December, but the only book I do want to add is Midnight in Neverwood. This was a pre-order for me. I'm really looking forward to reading it. I think it's a retelling of the Nutcracker, I'm guessing. I'm sure that's what Gavin said. And this is by Emma Kuznia. She normally does middle grade from what I know. I've only ever seen, I'm sure it's middle grade books that I know her from. And if I don't, then correct me, because I'm sure she writes middle grade as well. But I'm looking forward to reading this. I've never read the Nutcracker, never seen the Nutcracker. I just know roundabout, like approximately what it's about. So those are my books I want to read in December. Will I get around to them all? I'm hoping so. They're not as many as I would usually read. There's not as many chunky ones as I've been reading lately either. So we'll just see how we go. Thank you for joining me, and wish me luck on my month of readathons again, when I said I wasn't going to do any. Oh well, never mind. I hope you all have a lovely afternoon, evening or night, wherever you are, and I will see you all tomorrow.